And a pretty big update from VDOT today that has to do with planned closures at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and the James River Bridge.
We have now found out that VDOT does not plan to have any more closures for the time being. 10 Inside's Andy Fox now live in Virginia Beach, where VDOT just wrapped up a news conference. Andy?
Yeah, Don, VDOT admits again that it must restore the confidence that it lost due to last weekend's traffic nightmare. Here's video of what we're talking about. Long backups, 10-mile backups. The most important lesson learned, they say. VDOT will close one crossing only at one time, not two, as was the case last weekend. There will be no closures this weekend. The HRBT will close for 4 nights only, one weekend. Only during the night, not during the day, and that will be sometime after the Columbus Day holiday weekend. The James River Bridge will close 4 weekends southbound. The first will be on September 28th. 4 weekends northbound. 8 total, but not the same weekend as the HRBT. The man who decided to close 2 at one time that created this traffic debacle, District Administrator Dennis Hewer, was not at the news conference, but his boss, Chief Deputy Commissioner Charlie Kilpatrick, says Hewer still has his confidence.
It was Dennis's decision, and he remains the district administrator here. Dennis has a very complicated job, as well as the other 8 district administrators around the state, and it's a job that requires decisions to be made quickly, and in some cases without the full benefit of, frankly, without the benefit of hindsight.
3 things that really went in Hewer's favor for him not to lose his job. A lot of people were calling for him to be fired. He's very good with on time, on budget. He's very good with giving contracts to minority contractors, and he has an excellent safety record. That's what I'm being told by insiders at VDOT. Those are things in his favor. Guys, back to you.
Andy, no one wants to belabor what happened last weekend, and VDOT has recognized the benefits of hindsight. They've apologized, but let's think about this. At one point, this work needed to be done so badly that the perfect storm was allowed to happen. Now it can be stretched out over several nights, one night at a time, several weeks. So what does the public take away? What does the driver take away in terms of safety? Is this work that really needs to be done for driver safety or not?
Well, it's paving work, and it absolutely needs to be done. And Kilpatrick mentioned that during the news conference. He said, we haven't done it for 10 years. They're only going to do it one weekend and only during the nights. And, Carrie, you know, that's really what's concerning to reporters that were at the news conference. This was common sense, that you only close down one at a time. I'm not even a traffic engineer. I'm not anything with traffic. I'm just a reporter. And the common sense would be that you only close one down because we're stranded because of the water. It's not easy to go around. But they are saying there will be only one weekend during 4 nights, nights only, not all during the day, at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. The work absolutely needs to be done. James River Bridge work, a little bit more complicated because you got to pick up the metal structures.
Yeah.
Andy, got one more question for you. Now, VDOT said that they needed to use this weekend and next weekend, those 3 nights, to get the work done. Now they're stretching it out. Does this mean that it's going to cost more and take longer to get this needed work done?
Excellent question, and that was asked. There will be no additional significant costs. The only additional costs will come from the advertising budget because they will be putting out more information that this is happening. That's one of the problems, guys, that they ran into. There was not enough communication that this was going to happen. That's one of the lessons learned. But the big lesson, you don't close down more than one. And of course, when you go to Facebook and you look at people's comments, they're saying that Dennis Hewer should be fired. Oh. Kilpatrick says he absolutely will not be fired, and that this, in hindsight, this is what they've learned. But the bottom line is that the work needs to be done, and spreading it out this way, one crossing only, they think will really significantly reduce any inconvenience.
And hearing that means we can breathe a sigh of relief. We're going to be hitting the road this weekend. Andy Fox, thank you, sir.
All right, Andy, fresh out of that press conference, he'll have much more coming up on Wavy News 10 starting at 5.